Well, let's see. Today we have another freebie. Today I was driving around taking care of business, minding my own business, when I drove through this neighborhood and I saw a house that some people were throwing away a whole lot of stuff. A bundle of stuff. They had a mountain of stuff they were throwing away. Furniture, appliances, all sorts of stuff outside their door. Or outside their house, let's say. And nothing I was interested in. But this caught my eye. And I know what you're saying. Oh, dude, come on. It's just a vacuum cleaner. What is so special about an Eureka vacuum cleaner? Nothing. Well, don't be so fast to judge. Things can be a little deceiving. Is there anything interesting you can see about this vacuum? You don't see it? I do. And I'm going to show it to you in just a minute. Okay, I won't tease you. I'll show you right now. But first of all, let me show you. What do you think is wrong with this vacuum? Let me move it over here. Stand it up. What do you think is wrong with this vacuum? Does it run? Does it not run? That's what's wrong with it. It won't stay up. Well, for that reason, I guess they tossed it out. But the vacuum itself does not concern me. It's what is on the vacuum. And I'll show you that right now. This, my friend, is what I want. That is a retractable cord. And that I can turn into a lot of different things. Like this is similar to another video that I did a while back. And we're going to take this vacuum apart and show you how to rescue this retractable cord from this vacuum. And we can use it for some other project. So let's get to the bench and take this puppy apart. Okay, we have the patient on the operating table. Let's start taking it apart. This is the target right here. There are many things on here that you can salvage if you really want to. But I've done this before several times, so there's not much that I want to salvage. But let me just point it out for you guys. If you come across a vacuum that somebody is throwing away, and you look at it as a pile of junk, well, stop and think. Look at it as a pile of opportunity, not junk. Because there's many things you can salvage from this. First of all, if the vacuum is good, you can salvage the motor. These motors are pretty strong and they run for a long time. Think about it. How long does it take you to vacuum your house? Quite a while. So they're not weak. They're prepared to run for a long time and resist a lot of heat accumulation. They're good as far as air circulation. If you need like a heat pump, if you need a fan, if you need something for suction, if you need a motor just to turn things, they are very good for that. So the motor is the number one thing. If the vacuum is still good and runs, you can salvage the motor. If you don't have a vacuum and you need one and it works, you got yourself a free vacuum. Second of all, the hoses. If you have a vacuum and your hose goes bad, you can just salvage the hose off this thing. You got yourself a free hose instead of having to go to the store and buy new hoses and stuff like that. Or if your vacuum, the hose isn't long enough, you can get a longer hose or connect it to your existing one and extend it. Most of the time, these connectors are pretty universal. There's only one or two companies that may make them a little different, but they're fairly universal. So you can swap them from one vacuum to another. Perfectly good. They're great in the shop too. If you need to have like a dust collection system, here's a free tubing for you right here. Free tubing for your dust collector and for your shop vac. If your shop vac hose isn't long enough or broke, you can replace it with one of these. So free hose right there. I have a bunch of these. I really don't need it. And let's see, as far as the other stuff goes, there's a lot of switches and stuff in here that can be salvaged and you can use them for something else. So let's focus on this right here. Let's take it apart, see what we can do. And problem number one, they decided to be a little bit, well, let's see over here. So a T15, and we can open this up. So let's take this puppy apart here. Let's dig into it, find out where all the screws are. There we go. Fighting it the wrong way, taking this off. These things, have you ever found these to be useful? I have found these to be worthless. These pet scrubber things. I never get it to work properly. It's so weak and wimpy, it's garbage in my opinion. If you need these tubes here that they use for dust collection, if you happen to need a clear plastic tube for something, this will work great. Again, for your dust collection system in your shop or something like that, all you have to do is hook up your hose to the inlet here, and you got a portable dust collector close to your workbench. If the big one is too much trouble and takes too many hoses and is far away from you, here you can create a simple, small one and hook it up and create your own portable dust collector. Let's see what else have we got. This ready to come off yet? We don't need the handle. I'm not going to use that for anything. So this we can just take off and be done with it. Now they have a lot of hidden screws on this thing. There we go, that comes off of there. And the reason I'm being careful and gentle is because I don't want to damage the housing for this retractable cord, because it's very easy to damage that, and I don't want to do that. I want to try to hold on to the housing since it looks good and decent and clean, instead of having it all rough and ugly looking. So let's try to take that apart. Here's the filter. If you need a filter for something, like a compressor or something like that, this is a neat little screen you can use as a filtration system. Let's break into these tabs here. And there we go. We got the beast apart. This bottom part, I really don't need. But you can see this right here, I may take it apart. There's a switch here, maybe a switch here. So there may be a couple of switches in here that can be cannibalized. And, you know, an on-off switch that runs on 120 can be very useful. This one doesn't even have a light. Sometimes they have a light in here, which I will save. But this is probably going to go all in the garbage. Now this, you can see, this was out in the rain, so it's messy and dirty and it's leaking all over the place. So here we go. This is the main unit right here. This is what we really want. What I may do, if I want to be nice and fancy, cut off these edges right here. Maybe even go through and cut this off. I don't know. Yeah, maybe I can go through and carefully cut that off, or maybe I'll just leave it alone. I don't know yet. Because this tube right here, I really do not need. This is all I want. And the reason I don't want to damage it is because the retractable cord button is right here. This one is not my favorite type. I prefer the ones that you pull out and then you pull them again and they go in. But this one is not like that. This is the type you have to use the button to retract it. So you pull it out and you retract it. The good thing about these also is that the retractable cord reel from vacuum cleaners is really quite useful and quite good in many different applications, because these come, generally speaking, with very long cords. I mean, look at the vacuum you have right now in your house. Most manufacturers will put in cords anywhere from 12, 16, up to 20 feet long. So that's a 20-foot retractable extension cord you have right in here. And all you have to do is wire it up somehow. And the wiring is right there. All you got to do is hook that up, maybe a little exploratory surgery to get that all wired up, and that's easy peasy. In fact, all you got to do is put a couple of connectors straight in there, probably. I don't even think I need to bother opening it up. Put a couple of connectors in there, you know, hot and cold, positive, minus, you're good to go. And that wires up straight into there, and the cord is ready to be used. Now all I got to do is take this handle off of here, which is being a little tricky. Now this guy does not want to let go. Come on, buddy. You're not wanted here. Come on, let go. Let go. Let go. Know when to go home. Know when to leave the party. Get out of here. Some people don't know when it's time to go. Wow, who put this thing together, for Pete's sakes, man? There. Oh, is it? Is there another screw up here somewhere? If there is, I sure as heck can't find it. I can't see it. Where is it? Some kind of hidden screw. I hate it when they do that. Then I just go gorilla on it. There you go. Ha. Think you're going to stop me? I don't think so. Oh, well, there it is. On stuff like that, you can go gorilla and nobody cares. It's going in the garbage anyway. This is a great way to get out your frustrations if you're really pissed off. Get at it, tear it apart. Not going to hurt anything. It's garbage anyway. So, anyway, let me figure out what I'm going to do with this. I may just see if I tear this out or cut these up, and I'll be right back. And there you have it. Everything taken apart. This part, the useless part, taken away from it. We don't need that anymore. Now we have a perfectly good retractable cord. And it'd be nice if I could get rid of all this. But it kind of makes it convenient because it's easy to plug into here. There's a big hollow tube there. It's kind of useless and pointless, but not exactly the way I would have designed it, but there's nothing I can do. But at least I got this already set up here, so it's easy to, wherever you put it, you can just press the button and retract it easily, no problem at all. So whether you stand it up on the wall like this, pointing down, you can always push up on here when you need to retract the cord. So you do that, and you got your cord retracted. So there you go. This is I'm going to clean this up a little bit with a file. Just clean it up. It ain't pretty, but it'll do its job. I mean, it is for the shop after all. It doesn't have to be pretty. And I'll probably paint it black, maybe bright orange. Who knows? Maybe I'll get some orange paint and paint it. Anything to make it a little bit more shop-worthy. That's exactly what I wanted to show you, is how to take this out of a vacuum. This is all we needed. Took me a little bit of time and effort, but this unit, if I were to buy it, it'd be about 50 bucks. And 50 bucks, like Harbor Freight, 50, 60 bucks. Nah, why do I need to spend that when I can get it for nothing? Well, there you have it. After a little bit of time with the files, you can see how dirty they are, but it only really took me a few minutes. I cleaned up everything, smoothed out all the edges, no more edges to get things caught on or to potentially hurt myself. The only part was here, which took a little bit of carnage, but there was really no way I could cut through there since it overlapped with the other part. But this is no big deal. I may just take some plastic and melt it over that to close it up completely. The rest of it is fine just the way it is. You can see the unit is closed up, all nice and tight. That'll keep the cord nice and secure inside there. And I kept the switch, the retractable switch here, in a convenient situation. It's, you know, spring loaded and it's already set and ready to go. There we go. I may just take something like this and solder it right onto the connectors here. That way it is something I can always undo in the future if I want to change the use of this machine. If I cut this off, then I would have to always rewire it, and you know, I don't want it to get stuck going back into the reel. So by soldering it right here, this part will always stick out, and it is something I can undo in the future, and this makes it a convenient handle. If it's all soldered together, all I have to do is grab it and pull it, and then I just put it down to where I need to use it. So this was free. This I've had for years, but if you don't have one, you can go down to Home Depot, and I think these are probably like $1, $1.50. Not very expensive at all. Or take a regular extension cord, cut the head off of it, put it onto here, wire it with some electrical tape, and you're good to go. So I hope this gives you some ideas of what you can do with an old vacuum that's going to go into the garbage. Hopefully you can piece it out, make some use out of it, give it a second lease on life, and keep it going in your shop doing multiple different duties with the motor, the tubing, the retractable cord, what have you. Hope you liked the video. Hope you enjoyed watching some vacuum carnage. And I hope to see you guys back here next time. Be sure to hit that subscribe button so you get notified the next time I put up another crazy video of tearing things apart. If you enjoy vacuum carnage, you're going to enjoy watching my videos. So I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye-bye for now.